Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday, and welcome back to the Journey Live here on the Spirit of Praise YouTube channel. It is so wonderful to see everybody today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week, and just want to welcome everybody that's joining us live today across the world. As you guys can see, it's only me today. Our wonderful co-host Vanessa is not with us, and I just want to give her a wonderful shout out. She is out celebrating her birthday week, and everybody out there, if you're on the chat, go ahead and hit the chat and type in happy birthday, Vanessa. And also, we just want to say thank you again for you guys joining us today. We have another wonderful opportunity to have another good conversation with another young entrepreneur. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this live show with all your friends and family across any platform. We are so happy to be here with you guys tonight. And our guest for today is Daniel Bonnet. Daniel Bonnet is the CEO and founder of ForevaKennels. He's a wonderful friend of the ministry, and this conversation is going to be fun, and I can't wait for him to bring on. So let's go ahead and bring Daniel on to the show right now. My brother Daniel, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, world?
Welcome. How's everything going?
Richardson, what's going on, brother? Nice.
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to see you too, man. Yo, everybody's here, man. Everybody's here to hear.
Well, man, can't complain.
Yes, sir. Man, so go ahead and tell everybody a little bit more about yourself. Break it down and tell us more about ForevaKennels. Tell us more about you.
All right. Well, first and foremost, my name is Daniel Bonnet. Born in Brooklyn, New York. Kind of moved from Philadelphia to Georgia to Florida, back to Georgia. Did a lot of soul searching, man. Just trying to figure out, ways of life. End up finding my beautiful wife Eva in Florida. We got 3 girls now: Eliana, Nova Rose, and Zamora Marie. And after what kind of led us back to Atlanta after getting married in Florida was we actually started our own tax business. That's what kind of laid the ground level, kind of just laid that path to other businesses and other ventures along the way. And then in 2016, I started. It's something that I've always loved to do since I was a kid, or my sisters could tell you, family could tell you, man, I was always an animal lover, dog lover. So when I came here, just started being around the right people, man. People who were more successful than me, who had better track records than me. Just trying to find my way and stumble across a few dogs by the names of Doberman Pinschers and French Bulldogs. Right. And sold the first one, man, and the rest was history, bro.
That's great. That's great to hear. It's good that you did mention your family, wonderful wife, beautiful children, man, and also your sisters, man. Man, your sisters are hustlers, man. Let me tell you guys, the whole Bonnet family, man. These people are just straight hustlers, straight strong people, go-getters, man, go-getters. And actually, his sister was one of our earlier guests on the show too. But let's dig in a little bit deeper. You gave us a little bit of that journey, a little bit of that path where it led you to right now. Was there any moment that you felt like, okay, is this the right move for me? Is it something? Did you have any type of fear or any type of struggle within yourself, knowing that, hey, I'm about to make this move? Is this going to be the right move for my family? Is this going to be a right move financially for me as well?
Yeah, most definitely. And to be honest with you, it's fear that that got me or kind of forced me to go into this business, to this journey. Because fear is a type of risk, and I'm a risk taker. So, and then of course, like I said, I had a beautiful wife. She's my backbone. She supported me when I would come to her with questions and doubts. She would always be in the ear saying, "Man, you got this. This is you. Like this. No matter what, whether we fail or we succeed, I got you." So it was that type of push, that type of energy that just was like, you know what, this is my calling. I'm the right people, the right messages are being thrown in my ear. So
Right.
I'm just taking it, and we went with it, man. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So let's talk about like your first year in business as far as Forever Kennel. How
Mhm.
was that for you? Like, getting started, getting the first couple of dogs that you wanted to breed, and give the people a little bit more details about what Forever Kennel is more about.
Yeah, so my first year was tough because it actually took a couple years. The thing about business, well, dog business is most cases you have to purchase or invest in dogs that are puppies. And that being said, it takes time. Sometimes it could take 18 to 20 months until you have a mature female or mature male to
Hmm.
mate and to start, creating your own Forever Kennels line. So it actually took a good 2 years until I sold my first actual dog. But
Hmm.
before that, what I was doing, I had a good friend out in Serbia. So we was doing a lot of transporting. I would buy a few puppies or purchase a few puppies at a time.
Hmm.
And just seek right homes for them.
Right.
Creating a whole adoption thing, kind of create my clientele base, kind
Hmm.
of get my name out there, and then that was it, man. So yeah, it kind of took a good 2 3 years, and that's most business for you. Your first year, you're not
Right.
going to succeed. You may fail, you may break even, but for
Hmm.
me personally, it took about 2 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. So that's really good because a lot of people sit around and they see the success on Instagram, they see the success on Facebook, but they
Right,
don't really know this blood, sweat, and tears sometimes it takes for
right,
you to be
right.
able to push and continue in your business.
Yeah.
To talk about that, was there, because you did mention putting yourself in the right position, the right places, the right people. Um, I know your family has a history of being entrepreneurs. Was there anything when you were younger that provided like a kind of a blueprint on what you wanted to do, and or how you could have taken that part and change it up to make it a little bit better?
Yeah. So of course, since I was like maybe 8 or 9, my dad always had this entrepreneur type spirit about him. He would always, venture into new businesses. The Haitian community knows about Sol. So he was real into stuff like that, just trying to see how he can turn $1 into $10. And growing up as a
Hmm.
kid, I would see that. And that would kind of motivate me a little bit. As I turned 14, 15, he
Hmm.
actually started his own business, patty cake or something like that, I remember. And as a 13, 14-year old, waking up 3 4 o'clock in the morning, going to work with him, seeing how, yeah, he would take, the good rewards at the end of the week, but just being that business owner, being,
Hmm.
in charge of everything, it's, you would see the good, bad, and the ugly. And for me, I like that, and
Right.
he kind of helped me. My pops, I would say, he did kind of help me, open up my mindset, open up my heart to understand that business is something that I want to do, whatever it was. And me being 13, 14, I didn't
Right.
think, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have a dog business when I get this
Hmm.
age, but I just knew that I like to turn $1 into $10. So that's just what it was.
That's good. That's good
Yeah.
nuggets right there, y'all. That's
Or
good nuggets. Guys, remember, if you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask Daniel, go ahead and put your questions in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get those questions out. I know we have a bunch of friends and family that's on the chat. Go ahead and send out your shout outs on there. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe on the channel. So Daniel,
Mhm.
I also know that I also been seeing on Instagram that you know shift to another type of um, avenue or another type of journey, and I'm
Yeah.
loving it. I'm loving what I'm seeing. There's a little
Yeah.
talk to us a little bit more about Body by Sticks.
So Body Lab by Sticks. It's just me. I don't want to call myself a certified personal trainer. I
Mm-hmm.
just love to be, health. I just like the whole health part about just being healthy and me ever since I was a kid, man, I just like helping people. I'm starting to understand, especially in this time we living in, health is a serious risk factor nowadays. So and that's kind of how I started. Back in 2018, my father caught a stroke. And
Right,
you would hear doctors say, this is something that's going to pass down from generation. And when I saw that, I was like, well, it stops with me. And
right,
that's what actually kind of forced me into the gym. Once I got in, again, man, I just wanted to just push myself, see how I can go. Got a few people in my ear was saying, "Hey, man, you should take this serious. You should get paid for it." And of
right.
course, when I heard the word paid, I'm a guy that like to turn a dollar into 10. I was like,
That's
you know
right. That's
what?
right. That's right.
This is Atlanta. Again, the percentage. I looked at the demographics of obesity, overweight, out of shape, all that, and it's huge. It's a huge market. So the fact that I was able to tap in just with the small little market that I got, man, I'm just blessed. And again, this is something I just started less than a year. It's only been about 6 months, but we'll see where it goes, man. We'll see
That's
where it
good.
goes.
That's good
Definitely,
business, man. That's good deal right there, man. Good deal.
definitely.
There is a question actually. It's most likely is probably uns is saying um it says so Dan dogs question mark, right? Were you worried about the perception of what people will say? Because I know in history of America and issues with people breeding dogs, and there's some type of negative connotation to it. So how did you deal with that perception when you was trying to continue to push for
Yeah.
in Forever Kennels?
I mean, of course I'd hear, people would come to me asking me how much you pay for that dog. Are you crazy? Like, then you're not gonna find people to sell. And I just had this type of mindset where, okay, that's just one part of the community saying that, and
Mm-hmm.
this world is too big for me to just stay in this community and listen just to these type of people telling me that I can't do it. So again, I closed my ears, closed my mind, and just started, networking, going to other positive community, different
Right.
type of people who's already
Mm-hmm.
in that business. And they're
Mm-hmm.
telling me, hey man, you got it. You could do this. The people was telling me the same thing when I started, and look at me now. So it was just more like a shift, shift in my mind, shift in my heart. And I didn't take that community, in a negative way.
Right.
Again, I don't blame them because if you don't take that risk, if you don't go out there and see for yourself, of course you
Right.
want to believe this. But like I said, just having that ability to be able to shut that negativity off and then
Mm-hmm.
just look forward. That's what was on my mind the whole time, bro.
And to kind of piggyback off that question, for you not to worry about those type of perception, you did say in the beginning that your wife is like your best friend, your backbone that holds you down. Talk about that dynamic with you being a business owner, how important it is to have a good support system right behind you.
Yeah, man, very, very important. Most people don't know that presidents look to their first lady. When there's major decisions
Mm-hmm.
being trying to be made in the world, it's usually the first lady that's giving that president advice. So it just lets
Mm-hmm.
you know. It just shows you how important it is. Without that, of course, I would have had doubts. I would have I would have thought differently. So
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
having that backbone, and again, that's why they call it the backbone, because without your backbone, you can't stand straight. So just having that backbone alone, man, helped me to stand straight, look forward, and it shows me how important it is, man.
Right.
Definitely,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, it is very important. they would. I think the saying is, beside a good man is a great woman behind him, pushing him. So it
Yeah.
is very important to always have that great support system. That's good. That's good. That's good knowledge, right? The good nuggets you drop in there.
Right.
So to go back to the beginning, also where okay, you wanted to get into dogs, you got a couple of dogs. Where was there like a particular moment or a particular sale that was like, you know what, I could really make some good money with this? Was there
Yeah.
like a particular moment that happened in the beginning that was like, you know what, this could be a really good business?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I would like I told you before, I was always into dogs, but I was more into like the pit bulls.
Mm-hmm.
So I was again, I was in that community where selling a $200 pit bull was like, oh man, you just made 200 off a pit bull. That was everything. So when I was able to sell my first dog, and just being scared to put that price tag on there because French bulldogs, Dobermans, they typically go anywhere from 25 to 4,000.
Wow.
So
Wow.
when I put that price on there, and I saw people actually biting, people actually saying, "Yo, is that it, or do you have more, or hey, can I
Mm-hmm.
come see him or her today?" And it just blew my eyes. I'm sitting back like, wow, there are actually people out there who are willing to pay 25 to 4 grand, if not more. I mean, I've seen dogs go for 40 to 50,000 cash, you know? Yeah,
Wow.
it's and the
Wow.
thing about it is it's not even just about the animal, it's just about the rarity of it. You know, people
Right.
just like sneakers nowadays, you know,
Mm-hmm.
back
Mm-hmm.
in the day, you and I, we grew up on Jordans paying $99. You know,
Right.
now them same Jordans are going for $500-600
That
because
is
they're
true.
more rare now. So it's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing in that dog community. I was able to tap in to other dog gurus for them to tell me, hey, this is the type of dog that I would breed if I were you. This is the demographics like now, especially with the whole pandemic. Believe
Mm-hmm.
it or not, there were a lot of people out there looking for guard dogs because
Right.
that was the scare, ammo. So this where I came in and I was like, oh, okay, I got it. So even during the pandemic, this pandemic kind of helped my business out because I actually provided that service that everybody
Everybody
needed
was
during
looking
that
for,
pandemic.
right?
Yeah. So
That's
that was the good niche right there. But yeah, that first sale and that person actually came, started counting the cash. I'm like mind blown. And I said, okay, this is it. This is it.
this
If
is
I could
it.
sell one, I could sell 100, I could sell 1,000. And now at this point, the only thing that's stopping me is me, So that was that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so besides your wife being a support system, do you have a team with you? How does the day-to-day operations of Forever Kennel work? Is it just you working, or is it a whole team behind you that's helping you push?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's just me working it. I don't have a huge kennel. Like we're not like a puppy. We're more like a family based
Mhm.
kennel. So
Right.
like for example, I usually breed no more than 4 litters a year just to kind of keep it small.
Hmm.
We're like every dog that I sell, that person becomes a family of us, Forever Kennels. Like my line
Right.
is now always open to them. So it's not more like a sell the dog and go, sell the dog and go. So I don't need a huge team. It's something that I
Hmm.
could, manage and take care of myself. But at times when I am out of town, most cases I'm doing out of town breedings, or
Right.
I'm having to ship a dog off. My wife, she will hold it down. So
Hmm.
and that's a great thing as well too, because just being, you would think, all right, what woman or what lady is gonna go back there and start scooping up, poop and cleaning up
Hmm.
these dogs and not having to, the fuss about it, and to know that she's also not just that you can do it type lady, but she'll go out there
And
and
do it.
put on those gloves and do it too at times. So, and again, right there, man, it's nothing else to be said about that. And again, when I see stuff like that, that kind of keeps me pushing and tells me, all right, let's just keep going, man, because I got that backbone.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So for There's another question in the chat. Is the other question from SOP Ministry is saying, is there a special season for the business? Is it an all
Um,
year round season, or is it a part of the year? This
Yeah, the season, basically the season relies on the female. So it's whenever she comes in the heat. Um,
mm-hmm.
yeah, like I just sold a litter 2 3 weeks ago, a litter of 7 Dobermans. So
Mm-hmm.
she actually came into heat in January. So we
Okay.
bred her in January. It took about 60 days for the pups to be born. So they were born in March, and we sold them, the end of April.
Okay.
So now she'll come in the season again come June. Dogs, female dogs come in the season every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
So yeah, so the key to having your business flow is to have more than one female. So that way,
Mm-hmm.
if I have one female doing June and January and June, I can have another female coming in heat April and 6 months from then. So that way, I'm like I told you, I usually breed about 4 litters a year. So I'm
Okay.
breeding. For me, it's like March is a good month for me. June,
Mm-hmm.
September, and December. So as
Okay.
long and between those months, the income is able to uphold the family and make sure business still goes.
All
So
right.
I
That's
kind of
good.
keep it like that. Stay within our means. Don't
Mm-hmm.
overspend or don't do anything crazy because again, with these dogs, I could count on her coming in the heat and then
Mm-hmm.
we'll breed her, we'll do everything we possibly or we did, and for whatever reason she didn't even take or she didn't become pregnant. And
Right.
as the business, that kind of is a hurt on us because now we
Right.
have to rely on
Mm-hmm.
April's income. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
it's stuff like that you have to also worry about in this business.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So for all the people that are watching, and for those young people that are thinking about becoming entrepreneurs or thinking about starting their business, is there any advice you can give them as far as mentorship? Like, how important do you think having a mentor or somebody that's in that field that's done it well before you, to where you can go ahead and sit down and talk to and get advice from and get business tips from? Tell our audience like how important a mentor is.
Man, I'm gonna keep it simple, man. And it's crazy you asked that question because I was at the gym earlier today and I was working out with a 15, 16-year-old. And he came up to me, was like, yo, I see you in the gym. I'm seeing you. Can I? And to me, that was exciting. Like I was ready to help him and push him. And then at the end of the workout, I'm telling him, I'm like, man, you don't know how blessed you are, to have someone like me push you because I didn't have that at all. And I felt like if I had that growing up or when I was 15, 16, man, the sky wouldn't even be the limit at this age that I am now. So having a mentor, especially at a very, very young age, that's more like a blessing from above, because not everybody's able to have that. Not every mentor has the time to, look to a mentee and help them or help her, become the best that she or he can be,
Right.
So the fact that if I'm to the young people who's watching right now, if you do have a mentor, man, keep that person close because that's your ticket right there. And it's not just money, it's more like the knowledge because with so much knowledge, man, it's not even about money no more. People who has money or success wants to be around you, and the fact that you're around that person makes you successful.
Okay.
So just look at it like that, man. And
Mhm.
for every mentee who has a mentor, know that the reason why you have that is because one day you're gonna be that mentor to do the same thing that person did for you, man.
Right. So basically, pass it down. Pass down
Oh
the
yeah,
information
man.
that you learned.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Like I
Mhm.
always tell people you never want to hold on to your own talent. Like
Right.
breeding dogs, is a talent that I learned, but I can't wait to teach the younger generation how to do this. Teaching a 12-year-old how to breed or 30, I don't want to say 12, 13, I don't know with the age, but teaching a 14-year-old how to breed a
Hmm.
dog and how to sell his dog. If man, that's a blessing. And to know
Right.
that by the time I'm 55, 60, still young, still able to, do my thing, but I don't have to work as much because now I have this younger generation behind me that's just helping me, build myself up, because of course they'll never forget about us.
Right.
So that's what it's about, man. Just making sure whatever talent you have, man, look around, like try to look to the young people and try to give that talent off to them, man. So that's how the world will grow, and that's how we'll stay positive.
Right. So basically passing down your knowledge down to a younger person that is interested. So
Definitely.
that will be so the flip thing. So for the young people that are watching, okay, you're saying that passing down the information is another way for you to be a mentor to somebody. But let's say if somebody is actually looking for a mentor, like
Mhm.
what are the suggestions you would give to them to look for a mentor in that type of field or in the type of business that they're trying to go into?
Oh, definitely. I mean, one thing that the young people have that we don't have today is social media.
Right.
So, I mean, all you gotta do is just turn on your IG, man. There's like thousands and hundreds of mentors. DM a couple of them. Of course, not everybody's gonna reply, but you're gonna have that one. And then you might find that one that's in your neighborhood. You link up with that person.
Hmm.
I mean, the fact that technology is doing what it's doing now just makes it easier to find that. So, of course, man, don't be afraid. That's another thing too. Don't be afraid of rejection. Sometimes we'll see that person, in a nice
Hmm.
suit, come out of a nice car, and
We
it's
get
that
scared.
intimidation. We get scared, like, man, that person ain't gonna have the time to talk to me. Look at him, look at her. She's
Right.
she's just too successful to talk to a young man like me. I don't even have a college degree yet, but you never know what that
Hmm.
other person is thinking or what they're trying to do as well. And again, we know the saying, man, closed mouths don't get fed.
That's
You
right.
knock on
That's
a
right.
door, opportunity is gonna open, man. And so from the church to the street, man, is that's knowledge across the board, bro.
All right, that's good. We have another question from SOP Ministries where it says, "Are we missing mentors in the Haitian community? Because we know we're both Haitian, we both grew up, SDA, and do you see there is a lack of mentorship in our community?"
Yeah, most definitely, man. Especially, I mean, Haitian community, I mean, black community. Yeah, we like that, man. And the thing about what I see is once we have that one successful black or Haitian person, come out the hood or become successful, they gone. They not trying to. Their mission now is to show off, show out. This is what I got.
Right.
This is what I did. But they're not really, taking the time out to. Oh, I don't see enough of that. But yeah, we definitely like that in our community, man.
Right. It is true.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do need a lot of our successful people to come back and share that experience and give, because sometimes, yeah, social media is social media.
right,
Everything is good on social media, right?
right,
You
right.
know what I mean? So, but be able to come back to your community and give back is a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing.
Definitely, definitely, man.
All right. So for everybody that is still here with us, Daniel's contacts will be in the description. Um, if we can go ahead and put up his IG information, there we go. Forever Kennel. He's on IG. You can also email him, and you're on Facebook as well, right? Or
I
is it
am.
strictly just IG?
Yeah, but it's more IG. And then of
Mm-hmm.
course my other IG is body lab underscore by sticks. And that's where you can, see the whole personal training side or the personal side of me. Everyday life, workouts, things of that nature.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, man. It was a wonderful talk, man. It was a great
Man,
talk, man. It was good
man, I
seeing you.
appreciate
For
it.
those
Thank
that, for those people that don't know, yes, he's Forever Kennel. Yes, he's Body Labs by Stick, but he's an awesome drummer, man.
you.
This dude is an awesome drummer. That's how we met when
Facts.
when I was here in Georgia. I am still here in Georgia. When I first came here in Georgia
Mhm.
and with SOP Ministry. But this is amazing, amazing, amazing musician here, people.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
man of many talents, man of
Definitely,
many
man. Shout
talents.
out. I want to say shout out to Aunts too, man.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of people don't know, like you say, Richardson. Even before we met, I actually grew up with Aunts, man, and he
Hmm.
was he was another guy, I will say, man, who helped push me to become a better drummer. Every time, him being an organist, him being that piano player, of course, people would
Mm-hmm.
talk to him more as far as gigging and stuff like that. And,
Right.
he would always reach out to me for, oh, no, I got to have my drummer sticks. I got to, and, he helped, you know, introduce me to a bigger crowd, more people, more musicians. He, not knowing that he's helping me to just, open myself up, man. He was the one who helped take me to Haiti for the first time, man, and to
Yeah, yeah,
play
yeah.
with the guy Byron Cage, man. So that's stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I'll never forget. So special shout out to Uns, man. If Uns
Yes,
asked me to
sir.
be on this show another 100 times, bro, I'll do it every single time, bro.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
Like, I'm
sir.
indebted to you guys, man. I appreciate it. And even that, you guys don't realize how you guys was mentors for me growing up and helped me open doors and be who the person I am today, man. So special shout out to SOP Ministries, Aunts, his wife, Richardson, you, bro. The whole crew. Love you guys, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely, definitely.
So as we have this little as we get in towards the end of the show, we have a little we're gonna have a little fun on this part, man. We have these rapid fire questions. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you these questions, but you have to be able to just give me a quick answer. No
Gotcha.
thinking, just straight quick answer. All right.
Say
You ready?
less. Let's do it.
What would you be doing on a perfect day?
Relaxing.
Relaxing. Okay. 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 What's your guilty pleasures?
Man, candy.
Candy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What food item would you eat every day?
Macaroni and cheese, the Haitian
Oh,
style.
macaroni gratin. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
Haitian style. Yes, sir.
Whew. That is pretty good though. That
Yeah,
is real good
yeah.
right there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's the first thing you do when you get out of bed?
I think the Most High definitely do, man. Whether and I don't say I pray every single day, but just to close my eyes and say thank you, Most High. It's the first thing I do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. What's the last TV show you binged and loved?
Dang, Blacklist.
Blacklist. Okay.
Blacklist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, that
yeah.
is a good show. That is a
That's
good show.
very, yeah, that's a good show. Last
Um, let's see here. Give you another good one here. What's a misconception people often have about you?
mm, I know that's a good question, man. I never really, thought about that. Yeah, you got me on that one. I don't know.
I
I
got
never
you on
thought. Yeah,
that.
you
No
got me.
answers on that one. All right, cool,
Yeah, I
cool.
really is.
All
Nobody
right.
really told me that.
What's your favorite travel moment? I know you talked about going to Haiti for Byron Case, but do you have like your all-time favorite travel moment?
Actually, that was my all-time favorite.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
able to go back to my roots, heritage, to see it as an adult, and not only that, to go and perform and play with Byron Cage, man. Like, that's a double whammy right there, man. You can't recreate that, especially in my world. So that was the best trip, in my eyes, in my opinion. And then I was around again, aunts, my man
Mm-hmm.
Quadrius, just
Mm-hmm.
very successful musicians, Irby, just had a great time, man. Kicked it.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Who is the first musical artist that you became a fan of?
Mm, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You
Jay-Z.
know, it's Brooklyn guys love our Jay-Z, bro.
Yeah, man. Jay-Z, bro. Yeah.
All right. So let's take this leg day or chest day.
Leg day, especially
Leg day.
today. Yeah,
Oh,
leg day
okay.
today.
Okay. And last question. What's the funniest and most outrageous thing you've seen in the gym?
Mm, um, women walking around with fake glutes, man, and it's just obvious, bro. It's like, come on, man.
Are
Who's
you
your doctor?
serious?
Yeah, man. I'm just tired of seeing that. Again, I'm in Atlanta, man, so see all types of craziness, bro.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's I can say that's the most. I just like sometimes my wife and I will look at each other like, bro, like is that? Come on, like we'll have a debate on that thing. It's yeah, that's the
Oh,
most
wow.
outrageous I can say.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. This was good times. Good times.
appreciate it,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Daniel Bonnet.
man. Thank you for
I will
having
say
me.
CEO, founder of ForevaKennels, Body Lab _ by Sticks.
Right.
Man, it was wonderful getting up with you again, man. Good seeing you
Um,
again. I know it's been in this pandemic. We haven't seen each other face to face for a while, but
yeah, of
it's good
course.
seeing you now.
You
And
too.
to everybody that jumped on the show tonight, it was wonderful seeing everybody tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family. Remember, the Journey Live is here every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. It was wonderful getting up with my brother Sticks here. And you guys have a wonderful night. Peace
Thank
out.
you. Peace.